Do you have steps? Okay, well, the girlies want to know how to do it, so let's go to the Dollar Tree and get some supplies. Okay, so you need a freezer bag. You need black pepper,
Either white or apple cider vinegar.
lemon juice, or if you don't want to use a Ziploc baggie, you can use one of these plastic bottles. Okay, we got the goods. I have most of the ingredients already at my house, so we didn't need to really get very much. Okay, so here's what you're gonna really essentially need for this, and you just need a petition paper. We're gonna talk about the petition paper because this is probably one of the most important ingredients in this, and it's important how you word this. We've got our Ziploc baggie, a pen. We've got a couple of our ingredients here. You're not gonna see me put all of them in this part because I have some other ingredients that I'm gonna put in for myself. And this is also optional. So this is from the Conjured Saint, and this is his freezer spell oil, and this is just basically to be added to any type of freezer spell. And so it has like a citrusy smell. So you're gonna see me substitute citrus for this because it does smell like very fragrant of lemon. But if you don't have this or you're not able to purchase this and you need it right away, you could use a squirt of lemon. You saw the kind of lemon that I saw at the Dollar Tree. I didn't see clove while I was there, but maybe your Dollar Tree has cloves, so that's great. And then the only other thing that I would say I'm adding to this that's not at the Dollar Tree is lemongrass. And lemongrass is great for cutting and clearing energy, so I'm gonna put that in there. But if you don't have lemongrass, I would just stick to like apple cider vinegar or vinegar because that's gonna do the trick. So let's talk about the petition. The petition is really important for a few reasons. For freezer spells, you write the petition in present tense or in the active form because you're freezing the energy as it currently exists, not as something that's already been resolved. So to ensure that the emotional charged fixation or the toxic pattern is what we are immobilizing and inactivating or deactivating in our lives, we need to write it out as it is. So there are a couple ways that you can do this, and I'll just share some stuff on the screen, but I'll talk about it as well. If you're dealing with emotional attachment and obsession, you could do something kind of like, my longing for fill in the blank is overwhelming and obsessive. I can't stop thinking about blank. I am emotionally attached to someone who doesn't nurture or nourish me. My heart aches for blank, even though they are not mine. Confirmation. If you're somebody who's having mental loops or intrusive thoughts, you could also do things like my thoughts are fixated on blank and I cannot focus on anything else. I obsess over the past and try to make sense of what went wrong. I look for signs that blank still cares. Okay? If you are someone who finds yourself fixated on TikTok, tarot readings, or just readings in general, or you're attached to potential fantasy or hope, some of the petition ideas could be, I'm waiting for blank to come back and realize my worth. I still believe that we're meant to be despite the signs. I hope they miss me and reach out again. I believe they're my twin flame and that it's just not our time yet. Whatever the fuck, right? That's one. And then for something that's more about self-soothing and passive suffering, I would choose something like, I romanticize the pain of missing them. I let my memories of blank keep me stuck in the past. I allow grief over this person to drain my energy, right? So these are things we want to freeze. We're not saying like, I no longer feel this way. We're freezing the thing that is happening right now. For the sake of this video, I'm going to be using this. I can't stop thinking about blank or what we could have been. I miss them and want them back. Obviously, you're not going to put blank. You're going to put the person's name, right? And then you're going to turn it to the right, write your name and your birthday 3 times, then turn it again, and then you're going to endorse it like a check. The reason why we're putting our name on this is because this is our feeling, right? If you don't feel comfortable putting your name on it, then don't do that. You can add some type of a tag lock to you, right? Because this is your energy. So even if you added your spit to this work, that's fine too. I'm not going to add my name to this because again, this is a video and I'm not freezing anything, okay? Now there are two other things you can do. I'm gonna anoint the four corners in the center with this freezer spell oil, or you can add a cut and clear oil. You can add a domination and control oil, whatever. You can do that here, or you can just add it to the liquid that we're going to freeze. Look how cool this is in the inside. It's such an interesting little fun color pattern. Also, you can add banishing oil as well. That's a good one. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna fold this away from you, okay? And just keep folding it away from you, okay, into a little packet. Now, if you wanna bind this, you can wrap this with some twine, or you can wrap this with some aluminum foil to kind of like keep it encased and not moving around or opening up. That's fine too, right? So here is our foil. Place it, and this kind of binds it, right? So it can't move around or expand inside of this container. Also, it's good for hiding the petition paper if you are in a non-magical house. We'll add it to our bag, and now we'll add the herbs. Okay, so the black pepper is going to help to disrupt obsessive patterns and overthinking. This kind of acts as the magical block to stop you from circling the same thought or energy. Like I said before, lemongrass is for cutting and clearing through delusions and negative energies or negative thoughts and vibration. The clove is the binding herb. This is going to be great for sealing the petition. It's about clamping down on the heartbreak and really resisting the emotional outpouring of energy, right? So this is the domination element. You could also use licorice root, you could use angelica root, or you can use calamus. Next is white vinegar. We're only gonna use a capful of this. And this is for souring, okay? This is to curdle sweetness and romanticization. It's about destroying illusions and eroding, emotional attachments. So this breaks the bonds gently but firmly. And like I said, you're only gonna need like a capful of this because the rest of it will be water. Okay. That's pretty much good enough. I'm gonna go back in with this and add a couple of drops of the freezer oil. And a prayer for this is, this energy is frozen. You no longer move me, you no longer live in me. You are sealed, silent, and powerless. So it shall remain. Now you're going to fill up your bag. You are going to pretty much fill it up basically halfway, and then if you want to kind of mark what it is and the date, this could just help you keep track of it if you have a lot of freezer spells. But then you're just gonna pop it into the freezer and you're done. So what's the last step of this? The final step is to join my transmute and glow ritual so that you can take any residual negative energy that may still be lingering around this situation or just in general in your life and have an epic glow up this summer. So you can find that on my website, theglamourwitch.com. But I hope that this helped you and that you'll add it to your witchy spell book. Love you.